Hello, it's Caroline at For the Love of Crochet, and I have just realized it's been a couple of weeks and I have never given you an update on my granny square shorts, and I've been making a couple of things. Been on that bunny amigurumi trail. Been enjoying making the bunnies from my last video. I did make one more that I think is just so cute, so I'm going to share that with you. And some great little bags that I've been working on for lots of different things. So they're notions or little zipper bags, makeup bags, whatever. But I made one for my daughter and I made a couple for some gifts. So I'll share those with you. But first up, let's get to some amigurumi. So let's lead off of last video. I made the cutest little bunnies and I really love this pattern. It's very simple, very easy. And here is the last one I made. So just a reminder, I gave him a little sewn pocket. This is made out of Bernat blanket. It's exactly the same pattern. And he had a little grumpy face. And so I kind of wanted to remedy this little bunny and see if I can get him to be a little softer, cute looking. So I made another one. Now, this yarn is Premier... You know, the Premier one. I can't think of the name. Parfait Chunky. Premier Parfait Chunky. And I did it in my signature color. And instead of giving it a sewn pocket, I gave it this cute little granny square pocket. So I didn't put anything in it yet. So maybe I'll put one in there. There's the back of them and just the comparison. So I tried to do the facial features, but it just didn't work out. It wasn't anything. So you can kind of tell that I've indented his face just like I did with this one, but it came out more, I don't know, lumpy. This one is just like there's not enough to grip. I don't know, but either way, I did try. And all it did was stick out his forehead instead of his cheeks. So maybe you just have to like really stuff this area, the cheeks area, so that when you make that forming of the face with sewing. Okay, so yes, I really like it. It's so cute in my little signature color. Yeah, I think I could have used for some more stuffing down here. He's a little narrow-minded, a little narrow head. There we go. So yeah, there we go. I really like the bunny. I really like the pattern. And it just works up so fast being in Bernat blanket. It's really nice. Okay, I did make one more amigurumi from a book that I got. And I showed it and I was like, oh, there's so many that are calling my name. And I did do the little Dachshund that's in here, the little doggy. Oh, he's so adorable. I think I really like these soft colors, but I did it in different colors. I must say though, there is some errors in this pattern. I was a little disappointed, and there's no directions on where to place the ears. Well, maybe there is, but there's not enough. I just know that there was not enough directions for me, even sewing amigurumi for so long or crocheting. There just was not enough information, and I did highlight a mistake I saw in round 12. There is pictures of where the parts go, but it wasn't enough for me. You had to really work and count the rows and see where it was in the picture to try and figure it out. Because where she says to place it in the book, it didn't seem like it was the right place. I don't know how to say that name, but that is the book. And I only did the Dachshund. Oh. My little snobby Dachshund. Look at that. He's so cute. I do like him. Let's see. He's got a really long scarf. So he was supposed to have like little pom-pommy dangly things here, but I didn't do it. He's so cute. So I actually had to try and stitch the eyes twice because I didn't get the placement according to what was written versus what I was looking at. And yeah, I did this. This is a huge one actually. So this I did in a 5-weight yarn. I just loved this color, and it has like this little bit of variegated tones to it with a hot pink and an orange, and I just really liked it. But I did run out of yarn, and so what I ended up doing is I mixed 2 colors to get that 5-weight yarn, and I used a hot pink and a very pumpkin spice orange so that it would match, and it did perfectly with that. So I had to do it on the tails and the arms, the limbs, and I think in the upper portion of the body. I'm not sure where else. This is the regular yarn. I think it came out great. I think he needs a little pin to hold it. Maybe. That would be so cute. So he is adorable. I am happy with how he came out, even though it was a little frustrating. And he is quite big. I need to get you a pin right now. I mean, gosh, look, he's bigger than my head. He is quite large. So let me see a ruler. In this 5-weight yarn, he's standing with his hat at 16 inches. He's standing at about 16 inches with this hat and 5 inches wide, and his head is about 8 inches wide. So he is a large puppy. He's probably life size. He's so cute. I do like his little snobby face. He's cute. I don't know where this little guy is gonna go. I just had to make that. Pattern. It was so adorable. So maybe I'll find a fellow Dotson lover and he can find a home with her or him. A couple of other crochet things I wanted to get to. I have been doing some sewing bowls, and I kind of wanted to try crocheting a bowl with the same method that maybe I might sew it. I've made a couple of sewn bowls, and I wanted to try something with yarn, and this is what I came up with. Now, I used 2 different yarns, and I used a very thick weight, a 6-weight yarn, wool thick and quick, and it is very sturdy, and I really like it. So it came out really nice. I really like this. And this resembles what maybe a rope bowl would be when I sew a rope bowl. Like I said, I just wanted to try and use yarn. I didn't want to use my rope that I used for the sewing. I wanted to use like some random rope that maybe my sewing machine couldn't go through, but I didn't have any on hand. I didn't want to buy any, so that's why I used the yarn I had. And I think it came out really nice. So then I tried another one, and this time I used some off-brand yarn that you can't get anymore, was at Joann's, and I ran out. And so this is what it came out looking like. And again, it does look like a rope bowl. That was the idea I was trying to get using yarn. And so there we go. This one's a little bigger. I still have some strands in here I need to weave in. But again, I ran out. I didn't run out of yarn, but I did run out of this yarn. And so I kind of stopped there. And it's not as sturdy because this yarn is not as thick. I think it's like a 5-weight, but it's not as great. for stability wise, but I did like the look. And then I tried a third bowl and I tried to go bigger. And this one I used Woolies Thick and Quick as well, but it's just not, the bigger I went, it was just not as sturdy. So it was a variegated yarn, Woolies Thick and Quick, and yeah, it's more of a basket. I mean, it's not that rope bowl effect that I was hoping I got like with this one. This one's super sturdy. This one is not. So I'm working on something and I wanted to make some rope bowls using yarn. And if I get my hands on some like Dollar Tree rope, I may give it a try. So that was what I've been hooking up. Okay, now for the update on my granny square shorts. It is quite the disaster. It was a little harder to figure out using little squares because when you're making shorts, sewn shorts, the patterns, they have a crotch area, a little extra portion for you to attach or an oblong shape so that it can fit when you're sitting and it's not bunching up in the front or having enough space in the back. I was trying to get that effect with these shorts and I just thought maybe half triangles were going to work and it didn't. And then I tried hexagons and I think I ended up somewhere in between. Oh, I had such high hopes. I am at a stumbling block. So, let me stand back. So here are the shorts. Now, my son is smaller than me. What I mean is thinner. So this short is so ginormous. I mean, I need to bring it in. I was trying to bring it in, but with this little, it's not working. It's not, and the amount of inches that I need to take in would be a lot. And I think that if I just really narrowed it in, it's gonna just look ugly. The legs are the right size because guys like baggy shorts. And so but I just did the same amount of squares and went up and it just turned out to be wider and wider. So I don't know how to fix it. Now I'm gonna be using an elastic band, but I just think it's not gonna work right. Like it's just gonna be so crinkled up that it's gonna look funny. You know, I don't know. It does drape nicely, but it's still yarn and I think it's just not gonna crinkle nicely. So I just stuffed it in a drawer. I'm gonna go see him in May. I think in May. No, June. I'm gonna go see him in June. So I'm hoping I will come to some revelation that I can fix this, remedy this, and get it done for him. I'm so sad. I mean, yeah, anyway, that is the update on the shorts. I have no idea how to narrow it in. And the crotch area is not perfect, but I think I could still make it work. So I did implement a little triangle there so that when he's wearing them, it's hidden under his derriere. And I still have a hole, but again, you're not going to see under here. I'm just going to crochet this, some stitches in between, but I didn't want to close it yet until I figure out how I'm going to remedy this. I don't think that I can take this apart because I've weaved in so many ends. I really thought this was going to be easier than I thought, than it's turning out. So yeah, that's that. That's the update on the granny square shorts. I don't know. If you have any ideas, let me know. Okay, now for some sewing. I've been making some project bags. One of the bags I've made is for my daughter. She really enjoys Minecraft, the game, and drawing. she is a great imagination. Well, we saw this fabric at Hobby Lobby and we've had it for a long time. So I finally said, just give it to me. And she loves drawing, so I just thought she could use a pouch to put all her stuff in. And this is one of my favorite pouch zipper bags because I can hold so many things in here. And it's really nice. It's very sturdy and big opening. So I got that pattern, and this is what happened. So this is I popped it out. She had it in her room. She was already using it. There we go. So it's red with green trim on the inside, and it's great. I really like it. And she's able to put all kinds of good things in there. She wanted to use it as a lunch bag. So there we go. I really like it. I think it came out nice. So that is one bag. And that is, I don't know if it's free, but it's by Annie.com. Bagsbyannie.com. It's called the Easy Does It. Easy Does It bag. And this is the pattern right here. So it's just one page. And there's someone did a tutorial for it. So you can also find Easy Does It tutorial on YouTube. You can find someone that's putting it together. Next up for sewing, couple little more bags. I used my School of Sewing book because I wanted to make, because I have my embroidery machine, I kind of wanted to make something that I could embroider on. And so I did. I embroidered this sweet little flower design on this little zipper bag. And what I really wanted to make was this little chickie. Look at that cute little chick. Very, very nice. Now I bought these patterns off Etsy for like $1.50. This one I have on my machine. This one I bought off Etsy. It's just so cute. So the only thing I don't like about the School of Sewing bag is the zipper part. It leaves this to where it's not finished. And I really wanted to put tabs on it, but I didn't because I was in a hurry. And I wanted to see it all done. That's the only thing I don't like about this, is that it just has that. I want it to look more finished. This side does. But with this pattern, it's very susceptible to looking like this. So I don't like it. But I'm very happy that I was able to embroider something. I've been dying to embroider on something. And then this was just some scrap fabric I had from another blanket I did. And so this is the Tulip Pink little raccoons in trash cans. And my signature color, of course. So I made the same thing. Very nice. Turquoise. And as far as my other sewing, I'm continuing to work on my quilt. Oh, and that's old, but I finally put it up. I'm continuing to work on my quilt. And so I made that little flower applique. And it's coming out. It's going to be a very scrappy blanket. So I did that square, and then I made that heart table runner. That was for Valentine's Day. And that is applique as well. So I'm just trying to practice some more applique. And then that star one over there, I did on the luminaire. It's an embroidered, it's an in-hoop design quilt. That's why it's so perfect. Okay. So that about sums up everything I've been working on. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you found some inspiration, and I shall see you again soon. Bye.